Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will explain how you can get pretty easily 5 different mounts, tons and tons of really cool cosmetic items, especially shoulders and weapons items, and also a bunch of achievements, toys, and pets. So this is something that you will be able to do in Shadowlands and more in particular in Torghast. And as you will see again, this is extremely easy. So the only requirements for this farm is to have a level 70 character and also to have Torghast unlocked. So if you haven't unlocked Torghast yet, it's pretty simple. You just want to complete the first few quests of the main campaign from Shadowlands, and normally you should be able to unlock Torghast like that. And then, as you will see, you can then farm all these different mounts with this character. So let's start with the different mounts. So in total, as I mentioned, you will be able to get 5 mounts. And as you can see, these are the following ones. So first, we have the Colossal Ebonclaw Mawrat, the Colossal Soulshredder Mawrat, the Colossal Umbrahide Mawrat, the Mawsworn Charger, and finally, the Corridor Creeper. So probably the easiest one to start with is gonna be this one right here, the Colossal Ebonclaw Mawrat. So for this one, you just want to enter Torghast, and as you can see, the entrance will basically be just here next to the Venaris Refuge, and you just want to go inside. And when you're there, you just want to make your way to the entrance for the Jailer's Gauntlets. So as you can see, normally you will add the indication of where are all the different rooms. And so here you will add the Jailer's Gauntlets right here. So just go there, and when you approach this main portal, you will be able to go and enroll for layer 4. And as you can see, you will have as a reward this mount. So then you just want to say climb, you will be invited to join the instance. And once you're there, you really just want to make your way through all the different mobs. It's very simple, and you don't really have to kill a lot of mobs. You don't have to do a lot of things. Just try to be as fast as possible. And when you complete all the different floors and you arrive and you kill the last boss, you will be able to receive the achievement as well as this mount. Then you will have the Corridor Creeper. So in order to get this one, you will need to complete the achievement Twisting Corridors Layer 8. And basically you just need to complete the Layer 8 with the Twisting Corridors. So next to the Jailer's Gauntlet, you will have the Twisting Corridors right here. And again, you will simply have to do all the different floors in order to finally arrive at Layer 8. And then you just want to complete Layer 8. I don't think you need to do, as you can see, all of them. You will probably have to do 1 or 2 before that to unlock Layer 8. But as soon as you can go and do this layer, just enter. Again, once you're inside, you really want to be as fast as possible. Depending on your eye level, you really don't need to kill a lot of creatures and get a lot of anima cells and powers and everything. So just try to be fast. This one will probably take a little longer, maybe half an hour to complete. But when you arrive at the last boss and you finally kill the last boss, you will be able to receive the achievement and the mount. Now let's talk about the Mawsworn Charger and the Colossal Soulshredder Mawrat. In order to get these 2 mounts, you will need to accomplish these 2 achievements right here, the Flawless Master Layer 16 and the Flawless Master Layer 12. So basically here you will simply have to do the Layer 16 of the 6 different instances that are located right here, so all 6 of them, and you will have to complete the Flawless runs. So in order to complete a Flawless run, basically all you have to do is inside of the instance and in each layer to complete as much as possible. And by that, I mean killing every mobs possible, breaking all the different ornaments, getting all the different spirits free, getting all the different anima cells, and completing all the different side quests that you will be able to get. So really, every mob you see, including rares, including small non-elite mobs, try to kill them and do everything else you can. And normally like that, at the end of each layer, you will have a score and you want to have your score as close as possible to 100. But I don't think you need to be 100 each time. You can be, for instance, 95%, something like that. But really try to make sure to have a really high score. And like that, when you arrive and you kill the last boss of each of these different instances in layer 16, you will be able to then complete the achievement. One thing that is very important to note is the fact that when you complete the achievement with layer 16, it will automatically reward you all the different achievements also for layer 12. So you only want to do it in layer 16 because like that you will unlock both achievements and both mounts at the same time. For this one, in order to start doing the different layer 16, you might need to first do a few of the over layers in order to then unlock layer 16. So what you'll have to do is just choose one of the 6 instances here, and then you want to unlock layer 16 with this instance, and after that you will be able to have layer 16 unlocked for all 6 of them. So you will simply have to do that for at least one of them if again you haven't unlocked layer 16 back in Shadowlands. Finally, for the Colossal Umbrahide Mawrat mount, as you can see I have it right here in my bag. This one will be a rare drop from any of the last bosses for any layers that you do at level 13 or higher. So again, this will literally just be random and based on RNG, but while you're farming all these over mounts, most likely you will be able to get it. And as you can see, personally, I was able to get it while farming the flawless runs in layer 16s. So these are the 5 mounts that you will be able to get, but next to that, you will also be able to get tons of other really cool items. So first of all, of course, as I mentioned, you will be able to complete tons and tons of achievements and also meta achievements. Next to that, you will also have a chance at getting tons of really cool transmog items, and especially you will have a lot of shoulder cosmetic items, a lot of weapons, and also a lot of back pieces. So as you can see, for instance, here you have all these different appearances for your shoulders, and really you will be able, as you can see, to get tons of them. So I think this is really cool because most of them are really nice, and like that you will be able to then decide if you want to use them or not with your transmog sets. And of course you also have all these really cool weapons. So as you can see, for instance, you have this one right here, you have this other one right here, you also have these different ones here, and you have plenty of other weapons that I didn't manage to get, but you also have staves and also crossbows and everything. And finally, you will also have some back pieces, as you can see, that look really nice. So in order to get your hands on all these different items, you will need to do 2 things. The first thing is, of course, simply killing the last boss in each of the different layers, and each time you will have a chance at getting some of these different items. So this is the first main way you will be able to get these items. Then also, when you're completing all the different floors, sometimes you will be able to interact with Broker Veken and Broker Venot, and they will sell you a bunch of powers and a bunch of items. And when you go at the end of their catalog, basically sometimes they will be selling some of these different weapons, back pieces, and shoulder cosmetics. So what I would recommend you to do is each time before spending on some of the different powers and all these type of things, go at the end of the page and see if you can maybe find some of the different items that you don't already have. And keep in mind, inside of the same layer, sometimes they will have new items from one floor to another. So you really want to make sure to keep an eye and always try to keep your anima in order to then buy all these different cosmetic items. Also, each time you finish a layer, you will receive some tower knowledge, and basically here you will have this little box of many things. If you don't have the box unlocked, normally you just want to go here and go see the rune carver, and like that you should be able to unlock the box. And then you can spend this tower knowledge in order to unlock different type of powers, and here in the middle, as you can see, you will be able to unlock the Adamant vaults. And this is something I would recommend you to do because basically, as you can see, each time you achieve a flawless Torghast run with a layer 9 or above, you will be able to then enter the Adamant vault. And as you will see, inside of the Adamant vault, you will be able to get some exclusive transmog items. So for instance, here, as you can see, in terms of cloaks, you will be able to get the following ones. You have these different gold ones. So these are really nice. Same with some of the weapons. As you can see, you will be able to get this sword right here. And I believe you will also be able to get a few more things that, again, you will only be able to buy from the 2 brokers inside of the Adamant vault. And of course, keep in mind, you will also have a chance at getting this mount when doing the Adamant vault. if it's in layer 13 or higher. And so definitely this is an extra reason to do it if you haven't been lucky enough and you haven't got this mount yet. One thing I really want to point out is the fact that all the different items that these different brokers will sell in the Adamant Vault, or at least the different cloaks, will be 1000 anima each. And so you want to keep as much as possible before entering the Adamant Vault so you can buy it. Because as you can see, for instance, when I did it, I wasn't able to buy it simply because I didn't have enough. Finally, next to these different items, you will also have a chance at getting this toy right here, the experimental anima cell. You can either get it from the different bosses, or you can also buy it from the broker Veken and Bernot. And you will also have a chance at getting different pets, such as for instance the Mawsworn and Severs. So as you can see, you will really be able to get tons and tons of items when doing these different activities, and probably in total it will take you a few hours, but not more than that, especially if you have a good eye level and a class that can go fast inside of Torghast, then you can do it even less than that. So I would definitely recommend you to do it, especially if you haven't completed all these different achievements and activities back in Shadowlands. I really hope you will be able to get your hands on all these different mounts and all these different transmog items. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye!